Hello guys, my name is Bisola and you're welcome to Bisco Fashion. You're welcome to this tutorial video as well. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, I want to welcome you, and if you have been visiting this channel before, I want to welcome you once again. Welcome and thank you for watching this video. Alright, in this tutorial I'm going to be explaining to you I'm just going to be teaching you how you can secretly attach your peplum to your waist, in which the sewing will not show. The sewing will not show. It is not every time that you want to be going through the process of doing perfect inseam finishing, in which all your sewing will not show, and you have to turn everything inside. So it might not be all the time you want to be doing that, because I'm not doing that all the time. So most times, if you are not doing that, you just have to make your work to be beautiful. You have to make it to be neat, so that all this joining, all these seams will be hidden. I mean, it will not show. So now in this video, I'm just going to show you the way you can attach your peplum to your waist, to the waist, and the sewing will not show. It will just be inside, it will not show. So that is what I am going to tell you in this video. All right, let's just start. All right, this is I'm actually on my sewing machine because I want you to see everything that I'm going to do, and I want you to also see the sewing process, and I want to show everything. All right, so this is my Amo Princess Dart Bustier. This is it. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So all right, this is it. Let me just push it out so that you can see. All right, this is it. This is the Amo Princess that bust here, and I hope you know how we got here. The process of cutting, padding, and drafting. The process of drafting, cutting, padding is actually on my channel. So if you don't know it and if you want to learn more about it, you can actually go to my channel and check about this. All right, all right. What we did here, we cut the front pattern. I mean, the front separately, the lining separately, and the back as well. This separately, the lining separately. So I joined this together. I joined the center, front, and the sides together for the fabric, and for the lining, I join it together separately as well, as you can see. So this is how I arrived here, and I turn it. I turn it from the waistline. I turn it from the waist. So I sew it round here. I sew it at the neck, and I also sew it at the sides and turn it over from the waist. That is what I did for the back as well. So I've already sewn it and I've already turned it. So as you can see on my shoulder, the joining is not showing. So I've already turned that inside as well, just to make sure that my work is neat and perfect. So if you are not doing perfect inseam finishing, that doesn't mean that your work should not be neat. That doesn't mean that every sewing should show. So you still have to sew it. You have to attach it together in a way that it will be neat. So it is only the armhole that is still showing here. All right. Although we are not talking about that now, but we are just going to be attaching this peplum to our waist, so that this sewing will cover and it will not show at all. All right, this is my peplum. I have two peplum here. This is the first one. This is the first one. As you can see, this is like 8.5 inches. I actually cut 9 inches, but the process of sewing and turning, it is now like 8.5. All right, this is a 720-degree peplum, and I did not attach like crinoline or stay, because this is how I want it to be. I want it to be simple and light. So I don't want something that will be heavy on me, and I don't want something that will be big, that will be so. This is what I want. This is my dress particularly actually. So if I'm making it for my clients, I'll make sure I had my stay, my crinoline, and make it to stand out very well. But this is for me. I want something simple, something neat, and I just don't want to stress myself because I don't like all this, all this big, all this flamboyant dress. It's not for me actually. So I like to make something simple, something easy that will just I can just wear anytime and wear to anywhere. Not something I'll be picking when I'm going to occasions. But now this I can wear it anytime I like. Alright, this is the second peplum. This is the second peplum. This is um high low flows and high low peplum. So it's not entirely the same measurement round, and it's very short. I also want it to be short. It's very short. So this is the first peplum and this is the second peplum. All right, and this is my dress. This is the upper part of the dress. This is the upper part. This is the upper part. Now we are just going to attach these peplums to the waist, and after doing that you won't see any traces of sewing. I mean, you won't see any traces of sewing. Everything will just be inside. So this waistline is just going to be neat. It's just going to be neat and perfect. All right, so let's just do that. All right, the first thing I will like to do, although I've done that, is I notch the middle of this waist. I notch it here. I notch the middle. This is the waistline. This is it. This is it. So I notch the middle here. I notch the middle so that I'll be able to identify the midpoint. I also notch the middle of my peplum, both peplums. I also notch the middle as well. I notch the middle of this, well, I also notch the middle of this. All right, all right, let's just get started. All right, let me turn the camera so that you can see me very well because I'm going to be working on the sewing machine now. I'm going to be working on the sewing machine. All right, this is the peplum and this is the middle. I hope you can see that. This is the middle. This is the middle. And the first one I'm going to attach is the smallest one. All right, the shortest one rather. This is the shortest one, the shortest peplum. You know I have two peplums. All right, this is the shortest one, and that is what I am going to attach first. All right, I'll just attach it directly on the waist like this. I hope you can see. This is it. I will attach it directly like this. All right, now I'm supposed to pin it round, but not to waste much of our time in this video. Let me just sew it directly like that. But if you want to do yours, just make sure you pin it round before sewing it. Just pin it round. So now I'm just going to attach it directly. Hope you can see me very well. I hope you understand what I'm doing. This is the waist. This is the waistline. This is the waist, and this is the middle. This is my peplum, and this is the middle. All right. The right side facing the right side. All right, as you can see, this is it. The right side facing the right side. The right side facing the right side. This is it. And the middle part facing the middle part. And I'm just going to place it on my sewing machine. All right. I hope you can see. The right side facing the right side and the middle part facing the middle part. Now I'm just going to sew it. I am going to sew it round. Alright guys, so this is what we have after joining the first peplum to our waist. This is what we have. So I'm now on the table so that you can understand very well and you can see it so that you can see it very well. Alright, this is it. Now I've joined the short peplum. I've joined it to the waist, like the shortest one. So this is what we have. As you can see it, we join it directly on the waistline, the right side facing the right side. I hope you can see very well. Okay, that is what we did. Now we are going to be attaching the second peplum, and this is the one we are going to use to cover up this sewing, so that this sewing will not be visible again. We are going to use the second peplum to cover it up. So this is it. This is it. This is our middle point, the midpoint that I've already notched. This is the midpoint. Now I'm just going to take the second peplum. This is the second peplum. This is it. And now, all right, I hope you can see me now. What I'm going to be doing, I'll flip it inside. Have you seen that? So this is, we have the upper side, we have the upper part of our dress now. We have the upper part on the table now. As you can see, this is the peplum. This is the peplum, the upper part here right now. That one is inside already. You know, that one is inside already. So what we are going to do next, now the midpoint that we have notched, that I've already notched, see it? All right, this is the middle point. Now I'm going to place it on this. So it will not be right side facing the right side, just like we did in the first peplum. Now it will be the wrong side facing the wrong side. You know, that one it was right side facing right side, but here it will be wrong side facing wrong side. So this is it. It will not be wrong side facing wrong side, and we are going to sew it on the right side of the peplum. We are going to sew it on the right side. We are going to sew it on the fabric and not on the lining. So we are going to sew it here. So the lining facing the lining, the lining facing the lining, as you can see. All right, so I'm just going to pin it together. Let me pin it round so that you can understand what I'm doing very well. Now I want to pin it round before we take it to our sewing machine to sew. Pinning. Now I'm done with the pinning. As you can see, I've not sewed this, but you can see what our outcome will look like already. You can see what it will look like. All right, this is it. All right, and this is how the front is going to look like. This is how it's going to look like. Now I'll just take it to my sewing machine and sew it together. I'll just take it to my sewing machine and sew it together. You know, I told you here it will be the wrong side facing the wrong side, and you are going to place it on the upper bodice here. You are going to place it on the upper bodice, the wrong side facing the wrong side, and not on this. You are not going to place it on this. You are not going to place it on the peplum. You are not going to place it on the peplum. You are going to place it on the upper bodice, the lining facing the lining, the wrong side facing the wrong side. All right, don't just go and make a mistake of placing it on this on the second peplum. Place it on the waistline, on the upper bodice, on the waistline of the upper bodice. Now we are going to our sewing machine tool. All right, guys. So now we are going to sew it on the machine. Now we are going to sew it on the machine. You know, I told you we are going to sew. We are going to sew the. We are going to sew it on the right side. So just don't mind what we are doing. Our final result is what matters most. Okay guys, this is what we have after sewing it together. After joining the second peplum, this is what we have. So now as you can see, the joining is not showing at all. Joining is not showing, which is very good, and it makes our work to be so neat. to be neat. All right, this is it. This is looking nice and perfect. All right, I hope you just understand everything I did. All right, this is it. This is it. That's how it's looking beautiful and neat. All right, so this is the right side. This is the right side. As you can see, it's slowly not showing as well. Why? Because we already covered that inside. So it's don't show at one side and don't show at the right side as well. All right, I'll let you to try yours and let me know the results if you're able to get it. All right, let me just wait for the mannequin for you to be able to see it very well and show you. Okay, guys. So this is it on the mannequin. This is the wrong side, and as you can see, it is looking neat and beautiful. All right, this is it. This is the joining. So this is the joining. I will also turn it to the right side now so that you can see it also. So I would like you to try yours. I would like you to try yours and let's see the outcome. Let's see the outcome. As you can see, I did not sew this with the peplum. I did not sew it. Why? Because if I sew it on it, there'll be a kind of bulge or squeezing after wearing the dress. So this will be like this peplum will be pulling this somehow, and there'll be a kind of drama here. So that's why I did not sew it. So I would like to press it flat like this to just make everything well relaxed so that this will not be pulling that. So this is the right side. So I would like you to take notice of something before you go. You know, this method can only be useful when you have more than one peplum. When you have more than one peplum, I mean when you are using double step or triple or so when you have more than one peplum, it is when this method is useful. So when you have more than one peplum, you are just going to use the longest one. You are just going to use the longest one to turn everything over and make it not to be visible. So this method will really be useful for you when you have more than one step peplum. All right, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. Thank you.